Hello guys, and welcome once again to Kind Party. So today I'll be talking about how you can become a licensed nurse in the United Arab Emirates and how you can become a licensed nursing assistant. So our case study today will be based on Dubai. However, before talking about Dubai, let's talk about the various health authorities that we have in the United Arab Emirates. We have the first health authority, which is the DOH. The DOH is the Department of Health, which is the health governing body in Abu Dhabi, the capital of the United Arab Emirates. And if you want to take the exam in Abu Dhabi, you'll be taking the hard exam. And the hard exam simply means the health authority of Abu Dhabi exams. So if you want to take the exam in Dubai, you'll be taking the DHA exam. And the DHA simply means Dubai Health Authority. So that is the governing body in Dubai, and you'll be taking the DHA exam. If you plan to take the exam in a different emirate, then you have to fall under the MOH, which is the Ministry of Health. So with the Ministry of Health, it covers the emirate of Sharjah, the emirate of Fujairah, the emirate of Ras Al Khaimah, and Al Quwain. However, you have to know that Sharjah also has a health authority. So that said, as we are focusing on Dubai today, I would like you to understand the three main parts, the three main stages that your application will take, the three main stages that you are supposed to undergo before you finally get your license. The first and most important step that you're going to take is the data flow verification. And this is a process whereby you have arranged all your documents and submitted to data flow. And this process simply means the checking of your documents, checking if those documents that you have submitted are actually okay. If these documents you have gotten them from an established institution and if these documents are valid. So with a positive data flow, you move to the second step, which is taking the exam. And with the exam, after paying the exam fee and everything, you take the exam depending on your country. So if you have a writing center in your country, then you take the exam in your country. But if you don't have a writing center, then you can go to any nearby country, or you can come to Dubai to write their exams. There are some countries that have writing centers, like for the DHA exam, you have countries like Ghana, you have countries like the Philippines and India. All those countries have writing centers for the DHA exam. So if you're planning to take the DHA exam, kindly check if you have a writing center. If you don't have the writing center in your country, then you will need to come to this country, to Dubai. You need to come to Dubai and take the exam. So the next part, after your exam is positive and everything, the third main part is for you to get your license. However, before getting your license, they'll need to give you a DHA eligibility letter, and with this letter you can apply for jobs. Now that we have talked about the three main parts, that is your data flow verification, your exams, and getting your license, let's talk about the things that you actually need, the documents that you need to present, the documents that you're supposed to have before you start the process. The first and most important document, number one document that you need, is a passport. You need to have a valid passport which does not have less than 6 months of validity. The second document that you need is a passport size photograph. You need to have a good passport size photograph for the application. The third document that you need is your degree certificate or your diploma that you have. So for a nursing assistant, you need to have a diploma, or those who are coming in for registered nurses, you're supposed to have your bachelor's degree in nursing. You need to have the certificate, all those certificates ready before you send your documents for the data flow verification. However, there are certain countries that have some exceptions. If you come from a country like South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, the UK, America, and Canada, there are certain exceptions that apply to your country. And these exceptions are favorable in the sense that if you come from these countries, you can study for 2 years and actually come here and get a license as a registered nurse. So you have to check those exceptions if it applies to where you are before you move on. A fourth thing that you're supposed to note is that you need to have your home country license. So you need to be eligible to work as a nurse or as a nursing assistant in your country before your application. So the fourth document that you're supposed to have is your licensure from your home country. So if you have the licensure, then you are good. That is the fourth thing that you're supposed to have. The fifth thing that you're supposed to have is your experience letter. However, according to the new rules that were being established just a few weeks ago, the 2 years experience for registered nurses and the 1 year experience for nursing assistants is no longer required. It's no longer a requirement. And this decision was taken together by all the healthcare bodies like the Sharjah Health Authority, the Dubai Health Authority, the Abu Dhabi Department of Health, and the Ministry of Health. So the mandatory 2 years experience is no longer a requirement for you to apply for a license, for you to apply to take the licensing exam in the country. For you to get more details regarding that, I already made a video a few weeks ago. You can just check and get more details regarding that. So the next thing that you're supposed to note is your registration fee. So after you have put together all those documents, you have to make sure that you pay your registration fee. In some cases, you might also be asked for a GSC, which is a good standing certificate. So the good standing certificate is supposed to be something that might come from your school or from your last employment to show that you are someone of good standing. So those are the documents that you're supposed to put together: your passport size photograph, your diploma or your BSc degree, your licensure from your home country, your GSC, that's your good standing certificate, and your registration fee. So you need to put all those things together before you apply. So now, what happens after you put all those documents together and you send them for the data flow verification? After the verification process, which usually takes about 30 days to about 90 days, you need to wait throughout this period, and if the verification turns out to be positive, it means that all your documents are fine, everything is all good, or the things that you submitted are all fine, your transcripts and everything, if everything is all good, then you need to move to the next stage, which is the exam. For the exam, it is usually 150 multiple choice questions, and you have 3 hours to finish those questions. As per what I've put together, these questions are usually not too difficult, so these are things that you can pass. So you don't have to be scared that it is 150. You're not supposed to be scared regarding this. So you can easily pass this. I believe in you. So if you finish the exam process and you pass this exam, then you finally got your eligibility letter. So you now have the DHA eligibility letter, which you can proudly put on your CV that I am a nurse or I'm a nursing assistant with DHA eligibility. So now when an employer sees this on your CV, that you are a wonderful nurse or a wonderful nursing assistant with a DHA eligibility letter, then they are happy to call you for an interview and give you an offer. But when they present this offer to you, you accept the offer, then your employer is supposed to apply for your license. And voila, you finally got your license and you are now a licensed nurse in the United Arab Emirates, in Dubai specifically, or you become a licensed nursing assistant in the country. With that comes different advantages like more salary and working in one of the best hospitals all around, because the best hospitals in the country are all looking for candidates with DHA eligibility or hard eligibility letters. They are looking for people who are licensed to work in their companies. So with that comes huge advantages, and it makes you feel really good. It gives you that confidence when you're applying for jobs, and it gives you more exposure. So that is the process, and if I missed anything, please try to put it in the comment section so that we can all learn. So remember to put all your documents together. Your passport is supposed to be okay, your passport size photo, your diploma or your degree if you have it. Make sure you put all your transcripts together, everything. Put your transcripts together. Your licensure from your home country. It means that you're supposed to be eligible to work in your home country. You need to put your GSC if you are asked for it, the GSC, which is your good standing certificate, and you need to make sure that you pay your registration fee. And you need to wait, take your exam, and get your eligibility letter. So that is that. And again, if I've missed something, please kindly put in the comment section. And for those who have not subscribed to the channel yet, please kindly subscribe, and I appreciate all those who have subscribed and pushing this channel forward. We are getting there, we are growing every day, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.